this video, we're going to cover some of the new updates that they've added as part of the Power BI September 2021 feature updates, including things like new updates to the shapes and buttons, the different additions that they've made to goals, and also the new Insights feature, which is currently on preview. All of that and more. So without further ado, let's get started. Hi, my name is Fernan and welcome to the Solutions Abroad YouTube channel, where we cover tips, tricks, and best practices when working with Power BI. I upload new videos every week, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to get notified when a new one is out. So let's start off with the visuals. They've now updated it to buttons. So a couple of months back, if you remember, they've added some new shapes that you can use, and now they've been extended to the buttons, and there are a lot of changes, more shapes to choose from. I'll show you the lists of the shapes that you can choose from and which you can use to create even more interesting buttons for your reports. However, if none of that is in your tastes, you can also now add a custom image as icons for your buttons. So you can choose a custom from the format pane and then upload your own. And they've even added more options to customize this new feature. So things like, being able to customize the icon placement based on the text, padding, size, and effects, which is giving you so many more tools to create visually stunning reports. So with your waterfall charts, you can now toggle off the total columns if that ever bothered you. So to do that, there will be an option in the y-axis formatting options, and then you can disable it directly there, and it will hide the total column. Now, just bear in mind that it will not affect the subtotal columns breakdowns if you have it enabled. You can now add series labels to your line charts, which acts as a way to quickly identify the line represents. You can use it in combination with legends, or you can just use series labels as its own if you're looking to minimize clutter in your visual. Sensitivity labels are now supported in template files. Now, I've covered sensitivity labels several times before, and it basically allows you to apply labels to your reports so that they're handled and the data within them are handled in line with your organizational policies. And having sensitivity labels in your template files means that anyone creating brand new reports using your template files will auto-inherit these labels, which helps quite a lot, especially when you're enforcing labels across the organization. Insights is a preview feature that auto-highlights interesting insights from your reports. It sort of looks like a combination of the currently existing AI-assisted visuals, like let's say the anomaly detection, key influencers, trend analysis, and so on. Except that with those visuals, this is for the whole report. So you will get the option to get insights, which will show you a list of top insights. So any of the interesting insights and summaries in your data within your report. So things like anomalies in your data, trends, or possible explanations as to why you have an increase or decrease. Insights is a premium feature and is available for users with premium license or PPU license. So if you're thinking of utilizing it, just make sure you bear that in mind. You can now use aggregates in your filter context for your calculate functions as long as they're used in a true or false expressions. Now, from what I remember before, I had to wrap my aggregates within variables. So if you don't know how to do that, check out my previous video on it. But anyway, it seems like with this new updates, you don't really need to do that wrapper anymore. However, just to note that this update provides no performance improvements to how you write your functions. It's purely just to decrease the verbosity of your code so that you can do the same thing with less amount of characters. So last month, they've added a way to format your dates and date time using string literals. And now with this new update on top of that, you're also given the ability to specify locales for the results of your format functions. So let's say you have a date time value that you want to convert into a date time data type, and you want the return value to be in GB format, which would be day, month, year, and then the time. So in this case, you want to add some several optional data types on your variables, and that should give you what you want. And this update doesn't just apply on dates, but also on numbers. And if you're having a lot of problems with formats and locales, I covered a separate video, 4 different ways that you can solve locale problems in your Power BI reports. So if you haven't done so, go check out that video. Power BI connectors in Power Automate is now generally available. So I didn't realize these are actually still in preview. So I guess they're now generally available. And these connectors, if you didn't know yet, lets you extend your Power BI actions within Power Automate. So things like refreshing your data sets with the press of a button or exporting reports in Power BI. If you are looking to find out how to use these connectors, I covered them in a couple different videos in the past, so go check them out if you haven't yet. So lots of new updates on the goals feature. So they've now added some more complex status rules based on date periods or other statuses. They've added some improved filtering. So you now have summary cards that lets you filter based on status so that you can see, let's say, what's on risk or what's in progress currently. You even now have the option to search for specific goals to see their statuses as a glance and to see their context against any parent or child goals. Even better is the fact that goals is now supported in mobile. So it makes it even easier for you to monitor your goals without having to go to your computer. Speaking of mobile, they've now added a bunch of different ways for you to explore content that is relevant to you. So things like recommended dashboards, or explore different data sets that is available for you to explore. So almost the same as the desktop experience. You can also now request access to reports directly from mobile, which I didn't know that you couldn't, but now you can. And that's really it. So those were my highlights for this month's feature summary update. As usual, I didn't cover everything, just the stuff that I thought was pretty interesting. But if you're wanting to read the whole update summary, I'll link the blog post in the description box below. Thanks for watching. As usual, give this video a like if you found it useful. Give it a dislike if you didn't, so I know to do better for next time. Ask your questions in the comment section box below so I can help you and you can help others. If you really like this video, we have a Patreon page where you can support the channel and get exclusive perks like early access, demo files, and credits at the end of these videos. Thanks again for watching and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.